a couple comments on one of the videos I did, and I want to touch bases real quick on those comments, just real quick. Somebody asked me what steps am I taking to regain my daughter. And please don't take offense to this, but I'm not allowed to go into absolute detail. I can only tell you the general idea of what's happening. I did talk about an hour and a half ago with Legal Shield, the agency representing me, to get my daughter back. And they again cautioned me to be extremely careful of what I put on video concerning the case because it hasn't been resolved yet. So that being said, I've had Legal Shield subpoena messages from Messenger, made, I guess it's Meta from Facebook and Messenger combined. I had them go through online records from the phone number for which she had at the time, and even though there's no physical paper copy of the calls, it's on servers through whatever agency she goes to, whether it's Straight Talk, Verizon, T-Mobile, Boost, whatever. So those messages came to light because we sat down in the office and discussed the timeline when it all began back on Cedar Street in Bangor. They also retrieved photographs that she sent to the person she began cheating on me with. So all of this leads up to the steps that are being taken to get my daughter back. They did, in fact, subpoena her mental health records. They got the packet yesterday, which I didn't know that. They notified me that they did, in fact, get that packet, and that her psychosis was chemically, medically induced by drugs. And I don't mean medically as in hospital-wise, but just bad situation all the way around. They asked if she had physically abused our daughter, and I got, as my former has already been aware at the time it happened, I took small videotapes on my phone of her standing over our daughter, screaming at the top of her lungs, standing over our daughter, hitting her in the head out of frustration. Twice I videotaped her when my former was trying to strap our daughter in the baby seat, and our daughter would stiffen up, didn't want to get in the seat like no kid wants to, and she would hit her in the stomach slightly. I didn't report it at the time because I didn't want to lose my former, and I regret that. But those things are coming to light now, and I feel horrible that I didn't report it at the time it happened. But those are the things that that I'm doing to gain custody of our daughter again, trying to make wrongs into right. And I don't mean turn a wrong into a right. What I'm trying to say, for a lack of other words, is trying to do the right thing now. Me being friggin' busy all the time, working all the time, I got a half-broken foot now. So it's like my time is being occupied, and I don't have time to sit down and just relax and think back on the instances that will help me get my daughter back. Now, I'm about ready to say something that Legal Shield has not authorized me to say, but I need to say it as a person. I'm not doing this to be vindictive or hatred towards my former. That's not what this is about. This is about finally putting the bullshit lies that she's told people to rest. This is about bringing the truth out, not just her side, but my side as well. I mean, let's look at it on a fifth grade level. It takes two people to have a disagreement. It takes two people to have an argument, not just one person. And you can't have an argument with one person unless you're having an argument with yourself in a fucking mirror. And unfortunately, if you lose, and you need more help than I think. But I'm trying to throw a little bit of humor in this because I don't know, I'm just kind of distraught. But I guess bottom line is this is going to be a very painful battle for both of us, her and I just don't want it to become painful to our daughter. That would make me just as guilty as my former. And I don't want that for my daughter. I don't want my daughter to have to face the consequences of being removed from my former's custody and placed into DHS care until this is taken care of. I'm going to say this the way I see it. Foster care is not a place for children, and children belong in the family. But I may not have a say in that until this case is resolved. Just a while ago, less than 3 hours ago, I petitioned Legal Shield and the agency attorneys that are representing me to begin processing the subpoenas for an upcoming court case. Right now, it's in what's called preliminary stages. They're gathering all the evidence, and they're going to put it down on what's called a discovery. And the prosecutor, and I guess the prosecutor has the right to request certain information or items be sequestered or taken away. And we have the same right as defendants, or should I say, we're the plaintiffs and she is the defendant. So here's the deal. I'm kind of getting a little jumbled here because there's just so many legal terms that I'm really not fully familiar with. But laying it all out on a piece of paper and reading it off would be a lot easier for me. But I choose not to do that. I choose not to rehearse bullshit because what the hell good's I going to do? I'd rather just speak it the way I see it, the way I feel it, and I apologize if my words get all fucked up and jumbled. It's not meant to be that way. I mean, I'm 57 years old. I got a good memory, but you know, I'm not an attorney. One thing that I want to say before I end this video is that any parent out there I was wrong the other day when I said any father out there. I want to reword that. Any parent out there who has lost your child or children because of your spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, significant other cheating on you and all kinds of things like that, do yourself a favor. Contact Legal Shield. Get your local office, put a retainer down, and get your kids back. These people are absolutely phenomenal in what they do. Sit down and have a one-on-one free consultation. They don't charge consultation, it's free. Sit down and explain the situation to them and ask them, help me. Just outright say, please help me. And they will give you the best advice. And if you hire their team on, you can pretty much guarantee a 99.9% success. You can get online and go through Legal Shield. The way they worded it to me today, that if I want other people to look into what Legal Shield is all about, I guess there's a part where you can sign up for like $20 a month and get legal tips, ins and outs of cases, how to process things. And it goes through whatever agency set that up, but I know it directly sponsors Legal Shield. I haven't gone that route. I went directly to Legal Shield and put a retainer down of $5,000. So I hope that helps. I got to wrap this up because I got to go to the store and get some coffee. Please be safe, everybody, and whatever you do, don't give up when it's painful.